The last video focused on human nature and how its trajectory of caring requires a catalyst in nurture. A catalyst is a person or thing nurturing change, a person whose talk, enthusiasm, or energy causes others to be more friendly, enthusiastic, or energetic. For children, these people are primarily parents and grandparents. We begin with human nature that interacts with nurture. Devotion is the first of two essential catalysts provided by parents and grandparents. Devotion nurtures love. Love inspires caring. Caring is one of two critical outcomes necessary for conscience and ethical development, the other being conviction. This video looks at the sequence of devotion to love to caring. Conviction will be examined in the next video. Our ethics must be embedded in caring. Caring emerges from the experience of devotion that is a part of loving relationships. We cannot teach children to care. Caring is caught, not taught. Caring gives ethics its heart. Conviction gives ethics its mind. Heart and mind work together. Inspiring children to care begins during infancy. Caring gains strength and power as children grow older. Devotion is the starting point, the first essential catalyst. Children can experience 5 elements of devotion: interwoven hearts, synchrony, sacrifice, lifetime commitment, stability. First, interwoven hearts is an emotional experience of being so connected to another as though two hearts beat together as one. We experience our child's pain as our own pain. Our child's sadness or anger arouses our own distress. We tremble in response to our child's fear. Our hearts sing with joy when our child is happy. We can witness interwoven hearts at work in a loving gaze and embrace. According to Louis Cozolino in The Neuroscience of Human Relationships, mutual gazing is critical. The infant's fixation on the mother's face is an obligatory brainstem reflex that ensures imprinting of vital social information. Meanwhile, being gazed at by her child makes a mother feel calm and stimulates nourishing behaviors. When a mother embraces her newborn, she instinctively maximizes the area of skin contact and heat exchange, which helps the infant's hypothalamus establish and regulate body temperature. Light touch and comfortable warmth activates a baby's sympathetic nervous system and leads to an interwoven cascade of noradrenaline, oxytocin, and endorphins, enhancing energy and sense of elation for both parent and child. Touch also leads to mild sedation, decreases in blood pressure, and aids in autonomic regulation and cardiovascular health. The risk of interwoven hearts is becoming so connected that we lose ourselves. Psychologists use the phrase secure attachment, which refers to a healthy relationship in which parents can allow their children to become their own people. Second, synchrony is like the word symphony. With synchrony, the parent's face and body posture reflects the child's face and body posture. Synchrony is interwoven hearts in action. Some psychologists use the word attunement to refer to this experience. Watch parents' or grandparents' faces when their child is sad, afraid, or happy. Their faces contort in distress or elation in harmony with the child's experience. Synchrony tells a child, I am here. I see you. I feel your emotion. I am with you. Synchrony binds parents and children together in a dance of smiles, gestures, and vocalizations, and is the basis for compassion and empathy. Third, sacrifice means that the parent or grandparent is ready to do whatever it takes on the child's behalf because the child's life is more important than their own. They would give up anything without a moment's hesitation, if necessary, for their child's life and health. Sacrifice is not something made explicit to children, but children can sense selflessness in little ways. A mother works late into the night, making her son a Halloween costume. A father shows up at his daughter's Little League games. A grandmother spends her days near a sick grandchild while parents are at work. Parents and grandparents are in the audience at school plays. These children never hear the words, "After all I have done for you," because acts of true devotion speak for themselves. When I was a play therapist in a children's hospital, the bravest people I have witnessed were the parents of the children with the fatal genetic disorder of cystic fibrosis. These children were drowning in their own lung fluids, like silt filling up a water reservoir. Cystic fibrosis children require frequent and intense physical therapy by parents at home to help loosen lung congestion. Parents sacrifice their time to fight the disorder and endure the heartache of witnessing their children's gradual decline. On average, people who have cystic fibrosis now live into their mid to late 30s, but when I was a play therapist, they died before their 16th birthday. Fourth, commitment means children find a permanent place in both the hearts and minds of their loved ones. Nothing will break that timeless bond. There is nothing a child can do, no matter how horrible, to make that commitment evaporate. There is no emotion, no matter how strong, that will make that commitment go away. Unlike a social contract, the bond between parents and grandparents and their children is transcendent, based on a total surrender of one's heart. This contract is written in the spirit and fired by hope from within the deepest core of a person's conscience. As a play therapist, I had the opportunity to work with severely brain-damaged children, some from diseases like rubella. Rusty was one of these children who was alive, but whose brain showed no response to any kind of stimulation. The beautiful 6-year-old with freckles and red hair suffered a disease that left him essentially brain dead from an early age. He resided in the chronic ward of the hospital. His parents had long before stopped visiting, possibly because of the distress and hopelessness they felt. But not his grandmother. I would see her there almost every morning. She bathed Rusty, hugged him, talked to him, sang to him, and just sat with him next to his bed. She would never give up. She was motivated by care and conviction. The hospital staff was gentle and supportive. We knew that for her, being there was important, even noble. The grandmother would never stop visiting, because doing so would have been a betrayal of herself, of her ethical core and conscience. Fifth, children need a dependable rhythm of place and time in their lives. Both provide a stability that is part of learning to care. Stability means having space of their own within their homes, a place of reassuring familiarity. Stability means establishing a dependable biological rhythm of eating and sleeping and comforting rituals at bedtime. Stability means being able to depend on those who love them being there and a part of their lives. Teachers, social workers, therapists, or judges, no matter how caring they might be, cannot provide the 5 elements of devotion. Each of these individuals have a professional relationship with a child. Professionals can guide the expression of care, but cannot contribute to its source. Ethical development is more than knowing the difference between right and wrong. Having a conscience means being motivated by caring to actually do the right thing, to put ethics to action. Ethics is meant to be more than words in a brochure or on a poster, ethics means nothing without the fire to put it into action. The experience of devotion by someone who loves a child is what lights that fire.